Hi, welcome to the market alert for Tuesday, the 9th of July 2024. So stocks and bonds sluggish in post-holiday hangover. Black gold, Bitcoin and bullion were battered. That's when Powell spoke. US stocks and bonds traded range-bound amid a lack of major catalyst data ahead of upcoming risk events. That's talking about CPI numbers out on Thursday. And stocks and bonds flat ahead of key risk events, as I just mentioned there. Economic news for today. We've got the second day of Powell. That's what sent the markets lower yesterday, and also bonds, bullion, etc. And tomorrow is again, he's speaking again at 3 p.m. as well. So just so that you're aware of that one, heads up for tomorrow as well. So 3 p.m. Powell will be speaking. Right, let's have a look at the battering and start off with the Dow. So the Dow managed to move higher yesterday, trading above the 78% retracement from the recent high to the recent low, but didn't hold, and the market showing a bit of selling there. We are in overbought territory, and we do have a bit of divergence there as well. So we'll look at this in more detail in the 30-minute chart. The electronic market and the first half an hour of the cash market was fine. From 3:30, the market was a sell-off all the way back to the 200 MA. You can see how this held the market there, and then eventually prices finding a bit of support overnight. That said, they need to close above the DP if they've got any chance of getting to the R1 or yesterday's high. Again, Powell will, his comments will determine whether this happens or not during today. In the German DAX, similar picture, the market trading up but failing to make it through Friday's high. The market then selling off as well. You can see the selling there in overbought territory as well. But the average is also mixed. You've got the 50 above the 20. You really need the 20 above the 50 there. Obviously above the 200 MA, which is tucked away down here at these sort of levels. So longer term, the market's still on the buy side. It's long, it's bullish, but there's a bit of sideways and sorting out that needs to be done here before it can move back to the upside and take out that all-time high of 18,921. In the 30-minute chart, the move to the upside was in the morning, and then it followed the Dow in the afternoon, moving back there. So a good move to start with in the morning, 150 points to the upside, and actually not far off 200 points actually, if you take into account the 25 points there and above there. So big move yesterday, but the market failing to hold and trading back. Overnight, the market's above the 200 MA in the 30-minute chart and the low, and is attempting to get above the close, but is stopped at the moment by the 50 EMA. Close above this should see the market tackle the DP, but there is some resistance to the left there as well, where prices traded earlier to the DP level and then had to retest. So failure to close above the close of yesterday could see the market retest yesterday's low and the 200 MA. Well, there's nothing to stop the S&P, is that it continues to make daily all-time highs. Made one yesterday, and it's made one overnight as well. So let's just put the one for the overnight. You can see there 5585. It makes you wonder whether they just want to send this market to 6,000, the way it keeps putting on these points. It's just incredible. It's got a long way to go, but at this rate, it wouldn't surprise me if you look at the monthly chart as we did yesterday. And let me just bring this down a bit and send it over to the left. And there you go. You can see that we've got another all-time high. It just continues to be vertical there. So the broader market at the moment certainly showing its strength or manipulation, whichever way you want to look at it these days, when you consider that BlackRock own most things or have a big hand or a great proportion of shares in all of the major companies. It's not difficult to actually do this. It's not like the old days, I'm afraid. With technology, it's easy to manipulate things now and take control of things. 30-minute charts, just like the Dow, was up, but this pullback was nowhere near as severe, and you can see overnight we've already traded above yesterday's high and continue to do so. So whatever's in this market, including Nvidia, is certainly driving prices to the upside. In the FT100, the market remains in a sideways channel there, which you can see it's in a range, and the market not knowing what to do following Friday's victory by the Labour Party. Markets up in the 30-minute yesterday, stuck at the DP, which you can see there, and there it formed a bit of a channel before it broke down, trading down to the 200 MA, and then retesting this and then continuing higher. Overnight prices retesting the 200 MA once more and then trying to move off to get towards yesterday's high as well. So it'll be interesting to see whether it can do this or not when we get to the cash market open. So in the US dollar, we've got the market currently sideways, as can be seen there. We've got two greens at the moment, so a bit of strength coming back into the US dollar. Let's have a look at the battering that the bullion received yesterday and have a look at the silver market. So in silver yesterday, the market, an inside bar from Friday, bit of selling around. We are overbought, but we are attempting to move back to the upside today. As I keep barking on about, the $32 area or $32.50 is crucial. Until we take this out, the market remains in a consolidation phase. The market was fine until Powell spoke. Whatever he said sent the market to the downside, but overnight prices have managed to get back above the DP and remain above the 200 MA there as well. Similar picture in the gold market. Prices down yesterday, actually taking out the low of the Friday trading session there as well, which silver didn't do. So silver showing a bit more strength overnight, though gold moving back to the upside. And in the 30-minute chart, you can see the walloping it got there, trading down to Friday's low and the 200 MA, and then getting back above this, and you can see that there now. Amazing how the low, the 200 MA, when it converges, helps to support prices there. And in the gold-silver ratio, we did move lower because silver managed to hold a bit better than the gold price when it was hammered yesterday. So in Shanghai, we've got $3.85 by a quick guess there of what's the difference is. Yeah, $3.85. So that's narrowed somewhat as well, which is probably why we're seeing the gold-silver ratio moving down a bit there as well. So silver price playing catch-up with the Shanghai physical market there during yesterday. Right, a quick look at yesterday's trades in the 2-minute DAX and what's happening overnight before we conclude. So in the pre-market yesterday morning, the market sideways to higher, finding resistance at the 200 MA. This didn't last for long, of course. The market then moving to the upside and continuing on its way up, all the way up 100 points there, and then heading for 150 points. And then nearly 200 points on the German DAX. Whether this was because of the results, the election in France, I don't know, but the market moving strongly to the upside yesterday before seeing some profit taking after the 10 AM cutoff there. Prices then remaining sideways to lower, again hitting the DP and the 200 MA, which saw prices find support at this level at that time. And then coming back and retesting this again, you can see there, and before moving off once more. So a very powerful area for the 200 MA DP, 200 MA, any of the other pivots as well. And in the afternoon with the Dow, 3 PM, Powell was speaking, the market moved up but then failed to move any further, with the trade there resulting in a loss. Unfortunately, we didn't get a reversal signal, so prices then moving down through the DP. You can see the resistance there in the 200 MA as the averages changed from bullish to bearish, and then the market continuing to move down all the way down to the close and into the evening there, just treading water after the Dow had moved lower. Meanwhile, overnight, we can see that prices are currently trying to get back above the close and stay above the 200 MA in the 2-minute chart. Let's just squeeze the chart up so we can see where we're at. So we've got the low not too far away. We've got the DP here, but we're given the market sell-off yesterday. You can see we're a long way off yesterday's high, which from the blue line would be 100, 200 points. So about 170 points away from yesterday's high on the upside. Not so far on the downside though. Looks around about 50 to 60 points there. So keep an eye on this one when it opens at 7 a.m. with the futures market in Germany there. So it's currently 6:30 a.m. Keep an eye on Powell at 3 p.m. Just in case he says something like whatever he said yesterday. It sent the market into a bit of a tailspin across the board. So that's it for this morning's market alert. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next